How's it going, folks? So, the band Powerwolf has just released a brand new song here. The name of this song is No Prayer at Midnight, and they got a new album coming out in April, and it's got some new songs on there, apparently some rarities and things like that. But just like their previous album, there's going to be an additional disc that has a bunch of covers of their songs done by other bands. So that's really, really, really cool. And particularly looking forward to the one done by Corbett Cloney. I think that'll be really, really tight. But yeah, so there's good things on the way for Powerwolf fans. And we got a new song right here. So without further ado, let's give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
In exile, I said no. Graves cannot build a last empire. No prayer at midnight. No prayer can testify. I said no prayer at midnight for the last of us alive. No prayer at midnight. No prayer can testify. I said no prayer at midnight for the first of us alive. To holy fire, I said no. Wait for the end on burning fire. No prayer at midnight. No prayer can testify. I said no prayer at midnight for the last of us alive. No prayer at midnight. No prayer can testify. I said no prayer at midnight for the first of us alive.
Really interesting there. You know, at the very beginning, like the intro almost sounded like Lord of the Lost type of song. And speaking of Lord of the Lost, I'm pretty sure they're doing a cover on the bonus disc coming out with the new album here as well. So that'd be pretty tight. You know, this song, I like the verses quite a bit. You know, the verses had kind of a different kind of vibe to it, almost like a maybe like 80s melodic kind of dark wave sort of song. It just had a cool atmosphere and kind of a neat vibe, something that sounded a little bit different um, for like a Powerwolf type of song and things like that. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. But I do have to be honest, the chorus, I I don't know. I feel like I've heard that chorus, that same exact melody in like three other Powerwolf songs, especially what's the is it, in particular one song which I'm pretty sure was on their previous album. I think called "The Wild." I think is the name of the album. But yeah, oh man, it's kind of killing me. But there's a song that I swear that the chorus, like the melody, like the first half of the melody reminds me of this song, but then the second half of the melody kind of changes it up a little bit. But this just it feels, I don't want to say like the band is kind of just phoning it in here, but it felt just very, very just casually done, this song, because with Powerwolf, with their sound, it can start to sound quite a bit the same to previous releases and things like that. And that's one thing that I really enjoyed about Call of the Wild. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the album, but it felt kind of fresh. It felt like the band was revitalized, and like they really stepped out there a little bit and really kind of changed things up, really kind of added some cool dynamics, and it just sounded fresh. But this song here, it kind of feels like it's a step backward, in my opinion. It just kind of feels like something that the band just really kind of cobbled together and just threw out there. There's really no standout qualities to it. Nothing that would make me listen to this song over other Powerwolf songs, or just in general other songs. It just, I swear, I feel like I've heard this song multiple times before by the band. Again, with the exception to the verses and the bridge, kind of had a different sound to it. It had a little something new, something different, and I was digging that. I was like, okay, cool. This is kind of neat. They're trying something here and this and that. But then when that chorus hit, it was like, oh man, this chorus. I cannot say. I just feel like I've heard that chorus, that same exact melody, that same exact style, just a million times before from the band. So it really, really kind of just took away from the rest of the song, in my opinion, because it felt like there was a little more creativity, a little bit more experimentation going on with the verses and like the bridge and just the vibe going on there. But then that chorus was just like, all right, just kind of boring, to be honest with you. It's hard for me to get amped when I just feel like I've heard it a million times already. So, I'm kind of on the fence with this song. Part of it, I'm like, all right, this was pretty cool. They were trying some kind of different, had a cool atmosphere and a mood. But then on the other hand, I'm like, but then they're just like playing it safe. They're just really just kind of just throwing something out there that I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it sounds like Powerwolf, but not like new Powerwolf, not like a new song, really. That this really just kind of sounds like a song that's been released multiple times from the band. So, it's hard for me to get excited about this one for that reason, and really that reason alone, because it's put together well, it's done well. Powerwolf, a bunch of talented folks in there, so they know what they're doing musically, vocally, all that kind of stuff. It's just the songwriting sometimes. It begins to get repetitious. So yeah, that's really kind of where I stand on this one. I'll be curious to hear the rest of the album when it drops in April, because again, Call of the Wild, I got stoked about Powerwolf again, because I had grown a little fatigued with the band. I really started listening to them from the very beginning when they were brand new. It was like, wow, this is really cool. It's really different. They began to evolve. But then I feel like they kind of hit a point where it just, it just stagnated. It just felt like it was kind of the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. But then with Call of the Wild, they broke out of that and they really, put together something uh, that was great. Sounded fresh again, but sounded like Powerwolf, of course, and really, really great stuff. But here now, I feel like at least with this song, it just feels like they're kind of sliding back down into just the comfort zone again. But time will tell. We'll see what the whole album has to offer. But let me know in the comments down below, folks. What are your thoughts on this song? Have you been longtime Powerwolf fans? What do you think of the band? And what do you think of this new song here? Are you looking forward to the new album? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.